Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Breaking Brawl. It's been a few weeks, and that's because Brawl has undergone some changes. Wizards of the Coast changed up the format. It's now 20 life instead of 30. They banned Baral, the most broken commander of them all, and they decoupled the standard ban list from the Brawl ban list. And that means that we can play this deck, everybody. It's a 5-color deck. Jodah, of course, being the general, because we can do that for 5 colors, the commander. And we're playing all the banned cards. That's right, all the cards that were previously banned in Brawl because they were banned in Standard, we are now playing. That means Aetherworks Marvel. Remember how broken this card was? That means, where'd it go? Rogue Refiner. This card was pretty good too, if you remember right. It had to get banned. The all-powerful, I know everyone's scared of this one, Attune with Ether. Yeah, we're playing it. That's right, no fear here. Also, the one white card in the deck, Felidar Guardian, to go along with Saheeli Rai. Everybody, that's right. We are copying some cats here in Brawl today. So outside of that, it's essentially an energy deck. There's only so much you can do, and I'll be upfront with you. I don't think you're going to go win your local Brawl tournament with this one, but it was a nice, fun one to play. So we have a lot of the energy cards, and you know what? There's some pretty sweet ones, you know. Long Tusk Cub, that sort of thing, you know, right? You probably remember River's Rebuke from those decks. Confiscation Q, Glimmer of Genius, Bristling Hydra. These are cards you know. Cards you might not know that still make use of energy, though. Shielded Ether Thief. It's a pretty nice one for making some energy. We've got, of course, you know, Servant of the Conduit. We've got Glass Blower's Puzzle Knot. In a deck like ours, which has combos, and not just the Felidar combo, we also have a way to really kind of go infinite with Lightning Runner, infinite attack steps, but really, you only need about 2 with this card to get it. By the way, another energy hit. Also, remember Electrostatic Pummeler? Remember how this was a deck for a while? Yeah, that's right. We've got Invigorated Rampage here to still make that happen. We are playing all of the fun things we can. Outside of that, sort of a normal deck. We have things like Prophetic Prism, Pyramid of the Pantheon, Gilded Lotus, Grow from the Ashes, Servant of the Conduit, Drover of the Mighty, Channeler Initiate. All of these cards to fix our mana, since after all, we are a 5-color deck. Bunch of lands that sort of make that happen. And then we have the energy cards and the energy payoffs and the combos. At the top end, we have fun ones, Demon of Dark Schemes. I love this one. Vraska is pretty good at the top end here. Gearhulk, of course. Panharmonicon, because why not? Lots of good stuff here to go off with Jodah. Now, this deck is a lot of fun. It definitely has problems where sometimes you draw the wrong half of the deck, so to speak. But you know what? That's the price you pay when you play all the banned cards, and why not? It is a lot of fun. All right, everybody. I'm Corbin Hostler. This is Breaking Brawl. Welcome back to the format on Magic Online. Let's see what we can do. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Breaking Brawl. I'm Corbin Hostler, and we are going to have some fun here with Jodah. And what that means is we don't have a broken deck. Honestly, we have a kind of a mediocre deck, but we're trying to have some fun with some banned cards in Standard. That is what we have going on here, and we'll see if it is able to work. This hand is not bad. It's got all the mana we need. It's got some nice ramp. Adonis Climb's a good one. Our opponent is playing Jodah, so we'll see what that's all about. All right, so this looks good. That's a nice draw, too. Channeler Initiate on turn 2 means we get to grow a threat while producing mana. This card's, I'm not going to say it's criminally underplayed in Standard or anything like that. After all, it does die to Chain Whirler like everything else, but it is a strong Magic card. See if we're able to resolve it through the Glacial Fortress start here. Opponent playing Raff Capashen, huh? So we'll see what they're up to. They're actually going to... Wow, okay. Tetsuo Umezawa, huh? All right, so they're actually playing a little aggro over there. I like it. Shielded Ether Thief is not bad either, but let's go ahead and run out this. Now, next turn we can play Ether Hub and go for Adonis Climb if we want. We could also grow with the Ashes into Shielded Ether Thief. That might be better. Our opponent's going to have a very aggro deck, I guess, with this... Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive. Creatures you control power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. This is a very powerful effect, to be honest. If we'd won the dice roll, man, that would have been good for us. All right, let's see what it is. I guess they're just aggro Raff Capashen over there, not control at all. Hey, this Shielded Ether Thief. Oh yeah, I see. Wow, okay. Shielded Ether Thief might not do anything at all, actually. Can't block anyways. Wow, we're just going to get beat down to heck. Well, I hope we draw some removal, although we don't have a lot of removal for this card. At least we can get some ramp going and maybe get our own plan advancing. We are going to take a lot of damage very quickly, though. Aha, there we go. Harness Lightning. Perfect. Great draw. Okay, so let's go ahead and grow for 1 here. Looks like we'll get an island. Oh, we don't have an island to get. Just kidding. We don't have any white mana either. Don't have any... We have little black. I guess we'll get the plains. It's fine, I suppose. And I'm just going to go ahead and kill this thing now before our opponent can untap and have counter magic. As you can see, they don't have a 3rd land drop, so they're definitely kind of all in on this plan over there. They had a nice aggressive start with unblockable stuff, but we're able to stop it. Now next turn we can play Gilded Lotus into Hadana's Climb even if we want. 0 out the counters on the Channeler Initiate that way. Or we can play Shielded Ether Thief, because we actually can block now. So we have some options available to us. Our opponent found their land. Let's see what they're up to. 1 mana away from Raff. But us finding that Harness Lightning was a big game. That means we actually have a shot here. Aggro Raff Capashen, huh? I guess it kind of works in that shell. Obviously, you'd expect it to be a flash sort of control deck, but I don't know. I can see this too. It's a good beatdown card. I mean, 3/3 flyer for 4. With flash, it also gives all your other threats flash. Certainly helps you beat removal and counter magic and all that sort of stuff. All right, let's see what the follow-up is. Interesting, okay. When you cast a historic spell, they put the top 2 cards of the library into their graveyard. Sure. I guess I don't mind that too much. Of all the things I could play, that was not the highest threat, at least. Alright, there's a Dragon Skull Summit here. So do I want Hadana's Climb or do I want Shielded Ether Thief? That's the question. I kind of want Hadana's Climb. Shielded Ether Thief is certainly good, but I think I want Hadana's Climb here. A little awkward how we have to use our mana here, but it's... Oh, we're going to be 1 short, so we don't get to... we're still 1 short of playing this. But this will 0 out the counters on this, which means we can... and that's fine, because we don't need to make any more mana with this. We have plenty of mana. It's nice and large, and now we just start growing it with the Hadana's Climb. We can also play our commander next turn. Which is something we haven't really, talked much about in this one so far because we've had our plays, but it is available to us next turn along with the Shielded Ether Thief. What we don't have are any card draw sort of things right now, so getting some energy with the Ether Thief would actually be pretty good. I kind of do want to block with it at some point. On the other hand, maybe we can have a race. We have to take some damage this turn. Thopter Arrest, huh? Well, I guess that will be... Artifact. That'll be the end of our Channeler Initiate. But that's kind of fine. It's not the end of the world. Oh, they want a Gilded Lotus. Oh, absolutely you can have Gilded Lotus. We have plenty of mana. I guess we don't have blue mana now. So that's... Well, yeah. I guess we actually don't have any blue mana at the moment. We'll have to use the Ether Hub on this thing. Which is fine, I guess. Wonder if we're keeping this Initiate back to block. Ah, Cast Down. Alright, nice draw. Alright, couple options here. I kind of like using this mana... Well, the problem... No. Ugh, alright. I guess I'm going to attack here. And this is specifically remove a -1 counter. I could use the blue mana on casting my commander, but I don't think I want to do that. It burns our 1 energy. Meanwhile, using blue mana on Aether Thief and blocking with it actually preserves energy, because we'll get 1 back, which we can then use for our commander. Our opponent finally found their 4th land. May or may not matter. I may should have kept the Chainer Initiate back on defense. There's an argument for that. But with Cast Down, I feel a little more confident here, because we can just destroy the Raptor Companion. And I like trying to race when Hadana's Climb can just kind of, one-shot them if it gets big enough and they don't have removal. It's very interesting of our opponent to take Gilded Lotus there. I think I would have taken our creature. Alright, here we go. Relic Runner, huh? Alright, well. It's a lot of blocking we're not going to be able to do. Fortunately, right here, though, we can block. In theory, anyways. And blocking the Raptor Companion is a big deal. Completely changes the numbers on the race. And it does look like we're going to get the opportunity to block. And even if our opponent had some sort of weird combat trick, we can actually get him with the Cast Down here. And then untap and play our commander. Oh, wow. Is that what's going to happen? That would be great. That would feel so good. They're thinking about it. Oh, they're going to blink of an eye our Shielded Aether Thief. Non-kicked. Even though we're still going to get the energy. Sure, works for me. And I'm going to go ahead and just cast this stupid thing down. So that because this thing would be unblockable later. We do need to draw something good, I think, though. We're not in a great position, necessarily. That's an interesting one. Oh, if we had enough energy for this, woo! You know what? I am playing it, though. Absolutely. Double strike and haste. This is great. Oh, and we get to put a counter on it with Hadana's Climb? Oh, man. I wish we had enough energy. We'd just win the game right now. That would be nice, huh? This is pretty sick, though. This is a bunch of damage we get in for. 10, as a matter of fact. And we get some energy back. Look at that. Swing the race in our favor, just like that. This is an infinite combo if you have enough energy, by the way, which you can do a couple different ways in the deck. Not that that really matters. Usually if you have enough energy to activate it once, you're still going to win. But it gives us 3 energy. We no longer have to worry about being energy locked with the Shielded Aether Thief. Although, Blue Source wouldn't suck, but now all of a sudden we have a 3/3 double striker that our opponent has to care about. And I doubt they're going to be dealing us 11 damage this turn. Don't want to say it's impossible, but now they have to. This is a threat they have to get off the field just on its own. Plus, the Hadana's Climb in the long game's bad for them. And this is a 4/5, by the way. So there's certainly a lot of things they could do. I mean, they could have Settle the Wreckage or something that really blows us out, right? But I would say things are looking a little better. Hope of Girapur, not exactly terrifying. And we can play Aether Thief and draw cards with it as soon as we untap with it now that we do have the energy. And they're going to mill us for 2, huh? Let's see what they hit. Hope of Girapur is a blocker. I mean, they have that going for them. Oh, Whirler Virtuoso, okay. I don't think that what they've done... spending a mana on that is not particularly scary. Sky March or Aspirin, huh? They do not have the City's Blessing, but they're very close. They have 9. They're going to have to block on their turn, though. As it currently stands, anyways. Wow, they want to attack, huh? That is aggressive. And we'll see what we draw. The attack might not be wrong. It obviously depends on what they have. And if they ascend to next turn, they give their Sky March or Aspirant flying. I don't know what I'm hoping for here. Glimmer's pretty good, though. God puts us so close, right? This gives us 5, 7. Oh, it's so close. It takes 8 to do this. All right. Well, first thing we do is move to combat. I guess I put it here because this is the one they have to kill no matter what. I don't know if I want to attack with both of them. I kind of just want to attack with this. Keep back as many blockers as possible here. Because they still have to chump block because it's lethal as it is. So I assume they throw the Hope of Ghirapur in front of it. Oh, they're going to throw the Sky Marcher Aspirin in front of it. Okay, that guarantees they have the Flyer next turn. If we had one more energy, I'm actually going to play my Commander here instead of any of this. Because it flies. And it doesn't change the math on this. We'd still have 8 if we needed it. White, blue, red. That's all we need. All right. It might not resolve either for what it's worth. They have 2 blue up. Only 1 card in hand, though. All right, it did resolve. All right, that's good for us. So we have 2 blockers, one of which flies. I hope we don't die. I can't flash in the Shielded Ether Thief because we don't have the blue mana. But we do have Adonis Klein next turn to transform. But more importantly, we have Glimmer of Genius plus Lightning Runner to just give us a tech and attack step, which is all we would need. So our opponent has land, which means they can have max 1 card, and that card cannot be River's Rebuke because they don't have 6 mana. So I'd say we're looking okay here. Okay, so there's a couple different ways this can go because we actually do have to spend the energy. It did change the math. I was actually incorrect on that. It does change the math a little bit, but the Adonis Climb will bail us out. We can also just use the Adonis Climb to try to win the game. I think step 1 is going to combat and try and transform Adonis Climb. Because we can actually use this to create blue mana. Alright, we'll put this ability on the stack. I'll add blue mana. And I will go for the Glimmer of Genius here to put us up to 6. And this would put us up to 8, and I can pay the 8. Now, Glimmer of Genius might not resolve. It did resolve. Okay, so that should be good enough, to be honest. Okay, so now Lightning Runner attacks. We go up to 8 energy. I could have probably just used Adonis Climb to try to win the game as well, but I liked this a little better. And look at that. Pretty good. We get an extra attack step after this. Which means we get to attack again with this. And get 2 more energy. I like it. All right. That was intense. This game was super close. It's not. I guess it's not over yet. There could be things we don't know about, but it was super close. I mean, our opponent has to block. Everything's lethal. Well, I guess the Jodah is the only thing that isn't lethal, but okay, sure. I don't know what we could be worried about over there, but I am going to go ahead and see if this combat resolves here. Take out all of my opponent's creatures, and now go to our second combat step. Beautiful. And even if this somehow didn't win the game, which okay, it obviously is, we'd even be able to have the blue mana and the Ether Hub to play Saheeli Rai. We did it, everybody. That game was intense. We didn't go infinite with Lightning Runner, but you know what? We made it work. That was great. What an awesome game. All right, everybody. This is Breaking Brawl. I'm Corbin Hostler. This was a lot of fun. If you like these videos, hopefully they'll come back. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you want to see next time on Breaking Brawl. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Breaking Brawl. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is 5-color band cards. That's right. Mostly energy, but we have a whole bunch of band cards in the deck. We're playing Jodah as the 5-color commander. Our opponent is on old Nicol Bolas, the God Pharaoh here. So, hope we can get in underneath that at least. I'll go ahead and lead with our farmland here. So you're seeing it. We have a lot of the cards that have been banned in Standard because no longer in Brawl is the banned list same as the Standard ban list. That means we get to play fun stuff like Saheeli, Raff, Felidar Guardian. That's right. We've got it all. We've got Attune with Ether, Rogue Refiner, Aetherworks Marvel, all the banned cards of Standards past here. All right, and we even get to we got this Pyramid of the Pantheon here. I would feel better if we were against a creature deck of some sort, the way our hand stacks up here. But you know what? We do have Invigorated Rampage to go with our Electrostatic Pummeler to go for the combo wins here. Our deck's a lot of combos. It's certainly not the most tuned deck I've ever played. It's not the best Brawl deck I've ever played even. It is what it is, but it's a lot of fun. So we've got that going for us. So let's go ahead and play this Imperial Voyager here. So we can get a bunch of extra energy by doing damage. This also forms a combo, by the way, with Lightning Runner. If you can do enough damage, you can hit infinite attack steps. Although, chances are you will kill your opponent in one or two of them. But still, you know what? It's what we got. Okay, so our opponent now has all their colors of Grixis mana over there. And are they going to counter our Imperial Voyager? Is that what I'm looking at? This is an Essence Scatter, a Censor, a Syncopate. Okay, fair enough. Guess I won't pay one. Fair enough. I mean, they burn a card on that, and that's fine. It's not, you know, that important to our deck necessarily. Grow from the Ashes Hound. That's not bad either. Couple options here. I kind of like passing and glimmering in the end step just so we can have some land drops. I am worried about Nicol Bolas, so we don't have a lot of answers to that. Hopefully our opponent doesn't hit all the lands they need for it. It costs 7 mana. We need a board state by then, which means hopefully this this Incept Glimmer is going to be good. Can't use our Pyramid of the Pantheon quite yet. The first couple times you use it, it eventually gets big, but you lose mana at first. What do we think about these? I guess I'm fine drawing both of those, to be honest. Tune with Ether. All right, we got the banned cards in here. Okay, so I think I might... Our opponent's just got counter magic. I think that's probably going to be the problem here. But I think I like growing for 1. And then playing Channeler Initiate here. Well, let's go ahead and... I actually have a lot of options here. I do like growing. I don't like tapping out for it because I want to be able to do something after this. The problem with this is if it gets countered, we don't have green mana except for this. But I guess we still get a Tune with Ether then. So we'll go ahead and run this out there. All right, it worked. I want to get a forest. All right, and now I can use this to make some green mana. Get a counter on it, play Channeler Initiate. And regardless of what happens to Channeler Initiate, at least we got a brick counter on our Pyramid of the Pantheon here. Build your own Gilded Lotus. We also have Gilded Lotus in our deck for what it's worth. Alright, the problem for us is our opponent actually let us untap with, or rather, didn't kill us immediately. Problem is our opponent has Nicol Bolas next turn, and that is terrifying for us. Let's see what we draw here. I'm going to draw Involving Wilds. I've seen worse. Okay, I think this is the last turn we have to try to set up our next one when our opponent taps out for Nicol Bolas and probably wins the game, to be honest. Not a lot of answers to this in our deck. Alright, well. The first thing I'm going to do is put a counter on this and use that counter to just play the Prophetic Prism here. Demon of Dark Schemes is pretty decent. Not good quite yet, but it's not bad either. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to tune with Ether here. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is cast Electrostatic Pummeler, see if this resolves. While we're still playing around Sensor, I suppose. Alright, look at that. We got some energy. And now we'll go ahead and attune. Keep the land in my hand for sure. And I guess pass the turn here. The thing is, if our opponent plays Nicol Bolas and goes to make us exile 2 cards, we need to be able to play Demon of Dark Schemes. So we want to keep 3 cards in our hand here. All of that said, and that gives us at least maybe some outs to kill Bolas. All that said, if they just kill our Pummeler and then play Bolas and plus Bolas, I really don't know how we're going to win. This card is extremely powerful. Run into all these control decks today. I just want to play against some creature decks that we can actually interact with. And here it comes. We just were too slow. We needed a creature early. Oh, wow. They actually just want to kill all of our creatures first, huh? I can keep this alive for what it's worth. I can burn energy to do this. I think that might be worth it. It becomes a 2, then a 4. I mean, it keeps it alive. Sure. Makes our opponent burn another card on it if they want to get rid of it. Burns up a bunch of our energy, but at least it's a threat in play. Although maybe I would have been better off letting it die and then using this. Now they're going to destroy it. Okay. Well, that's fine. We got the Abrade out of their hand. Alright, we're out of basics. Fair enough. Oh my gosh, we actually had the kill too. Alright, well, the new plan, I guess we're going to play Jodah here. We want to be able to Demon of Dark Schemes, but we need energy to do that. Back the Electrostatic Pummeler, and then Invigorated Rampage them to death. And we have a plan here. Right, let's go ahead and play Jodah. And Jodah, for what it's worth, is not a meaningless threat. It's a 4/3 for flyer for 4. But I do think I want to, and now we have built our own Gilded Lotus here, so the Pyramid of the Pantheon is live. Let's see if our opponent's ready to slam Nicol Bolas. They want their own Gilded Lotus. Okay. They don't want to play this until they can protect it, I guess. This might work. This might be fine for us. And they're going to cut our Jodah down. Okay. Fine. That's fine. Our opponent's going to run themselves out of cards. We might actually have a shot here. Servant of the Conduit's not bad. That's some energy. In fact, how much energy is it? This would put us up to 3 energy. And then I could play this, kill my own Servant of the Conduit, get some more energy. Enough to activate it at that point. That's actually not the worst idea I've ever heard. Our opponent only has 1 card in hand. I may as well go for it because then Nicol Bolas coming down. I could also just replay my commander here, though. That might be better. Now we have cast down open if we want it. We don't have to blow out our own board here. And we can still exile 2 cards and keep the Invigorated Rampage plus Demon of Dark Schemes. Because you need mana with Demon. You can activate Demon of Dark Schemes immediately, but only if you have the mana and the energy. Our opponent has no creatures in their graveyard for us. Alright, we'll see if they're going to run out the Nicol Bolas now. Kind of looking like they are. But that's kind of fine for us. They actually let us have a board here. We will see if this works. They're thinking about it, at least. Yeah, it is Nicol Bolas now. The big question is what they choose to do with it. Card is so good. I can't believe this card doesn't see standard play. Alright, let's hope that they don't find something good. We have a lot of blanks for them. They hit Rogue Refiner. Wow. Okay. Well, that was pretty silly. That was a good one. We have a lot of blanks they could hit, but that was a pretty good one. I could cast down the Rogue Refiner. I think I'm better off playing Demon of Dark Schemes, though. Oh, River's Rebuke is really nice. And our opponent, I mean, they have plenty of mana, so they could have a counterspell here. I think I go for it, though. This card's just so good. Oh, I can even pay a little less if I want to make my mana a little different here. So I can go 3 blue, turn one of that into a white. The problem with all this is we still waste mana, so we're paying 6 mana no matter what we do. With that configuration, at least. I mean, I could just tap 5 of these. That kind of limits what we do next, I guess. No, why not? All right. Well, let's see. That doesn't. Let's see how weird this has to get if we do it this way. Blue, white, and blue. Yeah, this sees us open 5 mana. All right, let's hope this works. I think it'll actually bounce back the Rogue Refiner to our hand. I could be wrong, but I think it will. No. What are the odds that's the card they drew off of the... what are the odds that's the card they drew off of the Rogue Refiner? If that had worked, man, okay, well... Now we have a couple other options. We can cast this down and use Invigorating Rampage and kill Bolas. Is that worth it? I could play my land, I think, and play Demon of Dark Schemes. I think that might be best. Then our opponent can use Nicol Bolas to kill Demon of Dark Schemes, though. I mean, I guess that's not... I really want to get value out of the demon when I play it is the thing. What to do? We could just attack Bolas. We'd get in 4 at least, but that doesn't seem great for us. I don't know. This is a hard decision here. Oh my gosh, I'm being attacked by my dog. Sorry, everybody. Glimpse into the life here. My dog trying to jump up on my chair. All right. Back to the game, though. I really don't know what to do. I really wanted that River's Rebuke to resolve, that's for sure. Unfortunately, this is one short of killing it. Our opponent can replay it no matter what we do, which makes me think maybe I'm better off just attacking it with Jodah. I mean, I could play Demon of Dark Schemes with Jodah mana, I think. No, I can't. All right. Well, we'll attack Nicol Bolas here. I think we just have to pass and hope that our opponent doesn't do anything too broken here. I mean, we can handle the exiling cards still. All right, let's hope that they have a whiff. There's so many ramp spells or something they could hit that would not be good. They hit Long Tusk Cub. All right, Long Tusk Cub's not very good. Although, our opponent actually has enough energy to turn into a 3/3 and survive Demon of Dark Schemes, which is kind of funny. They're down to 1 card in hand now. Oh, they're going to play their card. All right, we might get a chance to resolve Demon of Dark Schemes here. Well, maybe. They're thinking about it. That Rogue Refiner was such a... that Rogue Refiner was so good for them to hit. Wow. And they have a Glimmer, huh? Their last couple cards, that means they either topped the... Yeah, it means their cards were very good. Oh, that Rogue Refiner draw might have changed the game. If that River's Rebuke had resolved, we would have got the Rogue Refiner back to our hand. They could have replayed Gideon, but we could have even run out Rogue Refiner that turn. I'm sorry, they could have replayed Bolas. There's no Gideons here. And now they have this, huh? Well, that's pretty bad for us, too. In fact, that card's very good against our Electrostatic Pummeler. Yeah, this was a bit of a nail-biter. Felidar Guardian, huh? Now we're talking. Another target permanent you control, huh? Okay. I think it's time to play Demon of Dark Schemes. Do our best to blow up the board as much as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and play my land here. Oh, because I did that. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Let's hope that their one card is not a counterspell. That's what we need here. We have enough to activate Demon of Dark Schemes immediately. If it resolves. Okay, yeah, they're gonna save their Long Tusk Cub. That makes sense. Burn their energy on it. I don't think we're going to beat Bolas at this point. I think we needed to be able to kill it immediately. But Demon of Dark Schemes is a good start. And our opponent went top with that Glimmer of Genius. So that's pretty bad for us, too. Alright, it looks like we're going to kill off a couple creatures here. That'll give us some energy. Unless... Okay, yeah, it's going to work. Maybe I should have attacked first. I don't know. Alright, so now we have enough energy to activate this. I could plink it with Felidar Guardian. Alright, so yeah, I should have attacked first. Alright, that's fine. I think it probably doesn't... It honestly probably doesn't matter that much what Bolas is at. I mean, it probably does in this case because they'll be able to keep it around, I guess. So yeah, it was pretty bad. Oh, they have this anyways. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, the good news is we can take cards out of our graveyard here. We can get... Looking at what we've got here. I mean, basically, we'd just be getting Rogue Refiner and the Electrostatic Pummeler. Pummeler might still be our path to victory here. Although our opponent has an instep as well. So, alright. So they just had the actual perfect cards on the top of their deck for the last 3 or 4 draws here. Man. They had Thematic Compass, Bolter and Vaughn, not to mention that Counterspell and Glimmer of Genius. Yeah, that's 4 of those top 5 have been pretty good. We'll see if we can do anything here. The Demon of Dark Schemes is very powerful. We have that going for us. The problem is Nicol Bolas is, you know, more powerful. Oh, they're going to do 7 damage to us, huh? I guess we're probably just dead. Here comes Jaya's Immolating Inferno or something. Man. It's not a good feeling when your opponent just domes you for 7 with Nicol Bolas. There's a whole bunch of mana they're adding here. Torment of Hellfire X equals 12, huh? So we could take 3. That means we'd have to sacrifice 9 permanents and discard that. We can't do that. So we have 1 out here, which is to demon into the negate in our deck. Although I say that, we might be able to handle this a little bit because this does give us some more fodder for the Torment. Unfortunately, 1 short here of... Alright, well, that was not negate. I could discard 4 cards from my hand. That puts it down to 8. I could sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4 permanents. That puts it down to 4. Then I still take 12. I could sacrifice everything to not die. Yeah, I think we needed to hit negate there. Or, oh, we had so many chances to win this game. We're not quite able to get there, unfortunately. If we just had one more energy, too, we could get back another card. And the Tormented Hellfire is pretty disgusting, that's for sure. Alright, so I discard 4 cards. That puts it to 8. I sacrifice 5 permanents. That puts it to 3. We take 3 and we die to my own Long Tusk Cub. Huh? What a joke. Oh my gosh. And this Long Tusk Cub, the only reason Long Tusk Cub even got to survive is because my opponent hit Rogue Refiner with Nicol Bolas. Oh, we got very unlucky here. Alright, well, good game though. It was fun. It was a close one. Yep, would die to exactly. If we weren't dead to this Long Tusk Cub too, we could actually try to do something about that. Get creatures back from our graveyard. Oh, wow. All right. Good match. So, it's Breaking Brawl, everybody. Thanks for... Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Breaking Brawl. It's been a few weeks, but it's back. I'm Corbin Hostler, and this is a revamped version of this format now on... we have no way of making this come into play on tap next turn unless we hit... But I guess it's all the same, so we may as well go for it. Okay, so they brought this back to Magic Online. They changed it to now 20 life. The standard ban list doesn't apply, which is why we're playing Aetherworks Marvel now. Pretty fun all around. Now, that said, our opponent's playing Jhoira or whatever you want to call it. Jhoira. I don't know. But this is one of the best commanders, I think, in new Brawl. It's just kind of a combo deck, to be honest. It's very, very powerful, as a matter of fact. It kind of combos out, right? They just draw their entire deck. They get a Paradox engine going at the top end, so on and so forth, until you just die from them drawing their deck and killing you with whatever they want. So that said, we do have Harness Lightning to deal with it at least the first time. That's kind of what you have to do, is just kill it repeatedly. Now, of course, this would look a lot better if we had a... well, first we need to hit some lands here. That is certainly true. Things look a little better if we hit land. If we just make land drops, and then we get to play Gilded Lotus, you know, Demon of Dark Schemes. Like, we have some powerful cards here, but our mana base is going to need to cooperate. Alright, so that actually allows our opponent to play, gosh, this and Jhoira, because, oh gosh, they're going to braid our Long Tusk Cub instead. Okay, fair enough. Okay, and obviously we're going to get mana screwed here. Alright, I guess that means I can't do anything but pass the turn with Negate and Harness Lightning up. Certainly not bad, but I really want to save that Harness Lightning for the Jhoira itself and not have to burn it on this Foundry Inspector. Let's see what our opponent's up to here. They're going to play Jhoira. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, let's go ahead and try to shoot this thing down. Alright, so we've at least done that, which means our opponent, they get a cycle with this implement of combustion here. And they didn't attack us this turn, so that's good. But we need land or the game's over. Alright, there you go. We hit the land. That is a good start. Now what do we do with it? We have 4 mana here. I guess I'm just going to play Marvel. I could also play my commander, but I don't have 5 mana, so that's no good. I guess Marvel it is. Not exactly the Marvel we want, by the way, with no energy in play. That's what happens when you play Singleton format, though. Lots of cards on our deck that produce energy, but sometimes you just don't have them. Now let's see how bad it is over there. Jhoira has returned. Okay. Well, let's hope we hit land here. Oh gosh, they even have the Mox Amber for all the value. Yeah, our opponent is popping off. Like I said, I think this is just probably by far the best commander now. Outside maybe Galta or something like that, but it's just one of those things where you play it, you always get immediate value off of it. It cycles. You just drain your opponent of resources trying to keep up with it. And with this in play, their entire deck is a combo deck. So, as you can see, We wouldn't even been able to respond to this. Our opponent played this for 6 mana and popped off in the same turn, and we can't even hit lands. So that's certainly not ideal. I guess the good news is here's some energy. Unfortunately, without mana, it's going to be hard to play the game. There's no way our opponent doesn't just either outright win this turn or just destroy us to such an extent that there's no way we get back in it. This game, I think we had a chance of winning, though. We were able to kill it once. We lost the dice roll, but if we just had some lands, you know, look at our opponent's board. If we had been able to play Gilded Lotus on time on turn 5 and then play Demon of Dark Schemes, we would have just obliterated their board. As it stands, though, I'm not really sure what we're hoping for here. I guess we'd want land, Saheeli, something that involves Saheeli, right? A combo with Felidar Guardian. The good news about having these in your deck is you do have the ability to just win on the spot. The bad news is that, yeah, I mean, Felidar Guardian's actually pretty... They're both fine on their own. But the bad news is the rest of our deck, trying to have some fun here, a little awkward when you get mana screwed. Not the curve is fairly high. Also, our opponent had... Okay, we're dead. I don't know if I'm going to say they had the best possible draw. I'm sure it's not the best possible, but it was pretty broken. They had the reduction here. They had the Inspiring Statuary. The entire deck becomes a combo deck, like I said. But this is good. I mean, you get to watch their deck go off at least, so you can see what's possible in Brawl. And if you're trying to break it, you play something like this. I don't think Brawl's a solved format or anything like that. Obviously, they just banned Baral. It was a solved format then, but it is... I've played against this commander a handful of times, and I've never watched it do anything except what it's doing right now, which is combo off on turn 4 or 5. Yep, and comes the extra turn. Yeah, the legendary sorceries and instants, the legendary spells in Dominaria, that cycle is very good in Brawl. I won't lie, I like seeing formats where things like Implement of Combustion and Orazca Relic are played. It's pretty sweet. Alright, well, X equals 5, huh? And there's the Paradox Engine, like I said. You just don't really get to play against Jhoira. And we even killed it once. They killed it and kind of went off. They replayed it and went off in the same turn where it even costs an extra mana. So, pretty sick overall. I really like what Wizards has done for the format here. It's not going to help us in this case, but I'm at least experimenting here. You know, we're playing this. We're playing Saheeli, right, Felidar Guardian, trying to see what's possible. Paradox Engine, much like Commander, a completely broken, unfair card that honestly should have probably not been printed. I've never seen anyone cast Paradox Engine and been like, hey, that's really cool. You found a unique, novel use for Paradox Engine. It's just like, oh, you have your 5 mana combo piece that always wins the game and does the same thing every time and doesn't. It just always wins the game. You just scoop when it lands. This is not a Commander series, so this is Brawl. If it were, I might go on about how this and Tooth and Nail should be banned. 1-card combos are not very fun, I think, is sort of the... as we're playing Aetherworks Marvel, right? But it is a Marvel without Ulamog. But yeah, I think the lesson there is that 1-card combos are not fun. See Mind's Desire. It's so sick with Inspiring Statuary, too. Our opponent's just... I'm sure there's a Jaya's Immolating Inferno going to be the final win... piece of the win here. Well, there you go. We have 4 lands in play, and our opponent has about 37 permanents, and we died. They get to bounce their own stuff for value. I'm not watching this anymore. You see it goes off. We're eventually going to get Jaya's Immolating Inferno or some other sort of fireball affected out of the game. This is just disgusting. Yup. Whatever. I'll let them have their fun. No, I'm just kidding. I'm out. This is enough. Thanks for watching, everybody.